console exclusive. Explain to me what games are going to be console exclusive going forward, and which ones might we still see on PlayStation and Nintendo?
So I can tell you how we're thinking about it. We have an internal framework and a strategy that we're using to approach exclusives on and off platform. I'll start with a quick recap. We announced yesterday that there were 2 titles, one coming this year, one coming next year. Doing 2 titles was important. We could have announced Clockwork was going to be exclusive later at the end of the year when we got closer and closer to the 25th anniversary. We could have kicked off 2027 by talking about that as an exclusive. It was important for us to include 2 titles so that people understood this was not a one-off, it was not a commemorative. We were not saying it's our 25th anniversary, it's Gears' 20th anniversary, we're returning to Xbox, here's an exclusive. This is the start of a program, and players can expect a reliable pipeline that validates their historical investment in the Xbox platform, keeps them as Xbox players going forward, and everyone in the industry understands that exclusives are important to the growth and branding of that platform. We've also said publicly that there's a series of titles, predominantly those that are designed for large live service multiplayer platforms, COD being the best example, are going to remain non-exclusive. We have a third bucket of titles, those titles that we have previously announced or previously committed with our partners, with players, with teams, that we've decided to maintain those commitments. That is important to us as we migrate through this 4th area. And that is, Asha has been clear that our business today is not healthy. She's been clear that we are turning around the business. Every day we are going to come more and more outwards about what we're doing, why we're doing it. And the reason why I say that is, today I can't give you a more comprehensive answer. Here are all of the titles that players can expect this year, next year, and thereafter that are going to be exclusive. We know what those are going to be. We know how we're going to make those decisions. We know how we're going to be evaluated against those decisions. But what's important there is that framework has to be external eventually. Everyone in this audience is an expert, an aficionado of the field, and I understand why they are saying we still don't quite get it. We have to communicate that internally, we have to communicate that to our partners, but then most of all, at the end of the day, the average player, the average current Xbox player, and the player that we want but don't have today, have to understand it very simply. That's where we're going, we're just not ready to do it yet.
I was going to ask, what makes Clockwork Revolution an Xbox console exclusive but not Senua? But I guess, is that because of that commitment you talked about to teams and before you made that decision?
No further comment.
Oh, we'll move on then. Well, isn't the console set to die?